Hi guys, Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting live in the Facebook community group. So today I am here and I'm in a different angle. I know, more than normal, but I was digging through all of my stuff. I couldn't find a project, and I think I told you guys this on YouTube. I have been digging for a long time for a project I know I started. I found pictures that I started it, and I couldn't find it because I never completed it, so I didn't know where it was or anything. And finally I found it. It was actually in the quilting room in here. And now that I found it, I decided to put it together the rest of the way, but it didn't come out because I had already started the project when I was a beginner. It was pretty much 4 years ago now that I started it. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was very ambitious, and I decided to do all Y seams. So I did the tumbling blocks, and it was all Y seams. I did not do it the new way where you cut triangles and put them together. I did it all with I think they're 60-degree diamonds. So then my piecing wasn't that great, and now it's a lot better. And I put this thing together. Sorry, my phone is now deciding it wants to have notifications while I'm live. I just put the rows together. I had everything but the rows connected. So I put the rows together. The piecing is not perfect because my original piecing wasn't, and I wasn't gonna rip it apart. So let me hold it up a little. So here's what I did. It's tumbling blocks, and it's only 3 colors. I didn't know back then. I was new to this. So I put this together, and now I am quilting it. I sandwiched it, and I spray basted this because I want it to stay, and I didn't want to have to remove pins during the process of what I chose to quilt it with. So I decided to. Why? Because when I first started quilting, I loved using the decorative stitches on my machine. I just loved it. I thought it was so much fun. I was like thinking to myself, looking at this, since I was a beginner when I started it, why not treat it as if I was a beginner and play with the decorative stitches? So I went through my brother machine and chose some stitches. Mine has 3 different, my machine has 3 different, let me turn the camera around so I can show you guys. Where's the little button? There it is. So I have A and then these 2. So these are the stitches for A, which are letters. Then if I put it on this mode right here, which is the one it comes on, I get straight stitch in all these. Putting it in this middle mode, I get all these, which are satin stitches. Or at least that's what I'm pretty sure they're called. So what I have done is this. Look at that. So I decided to stitch around all this. Let me hold it up close so you can see. And go around, back and forth, all the way down with satin stitches. Now, why do you ask I do this? Well, because my piecing, like I said, see, it's not perfect. It's all Y seams, and when I started, I wasn't that great. But this hides it. So if you're scared of your piecing, this is definitely a great idea to hide any imperfections. Okay, that one was good. Hold on, let me find a really horrible seam because I'm telling you there's tons of them. So see this wrinkles and puffs? I can't get that gone. It's impossible. It's just the way my seam came together right here. It puckered it. Here's some. See, the stitches look like they're coming apart. So all these kind of things are now going to be hidden because I chose to do this. And the cool part is, let's see if I can turn this without everything getting all messed up. Look at how cool the back looks. So this will be, and there's threads. Oh my goodness, I can't get them off when I'm viewing through a camera. All this will be running across again right here, and then right there, and right there, all the way down on the back side. And it feels and looks really awesome, creating these little pillows. Yes, you're here. Sorry, I am trying to do the video and not really paying attention to the comments. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is show you guys what I am doing here, and I'm hoping I can sit the camera down to where you can see it, or else I'll be holding it the whole time, which is okay because this machine stitches slow, not compared to my Juki. So this is the Brother SQ9285. It has a small throat, but then this is a small quilt. This is it. That's all there is. It's just a baby size one. And yeah, so let's get to it. Let's see first if I can set this down right here in hopes that it stays. Look at that. All right, I'm not sure it's going to stay, but we'll see right now. And I'm going to line this up under here. And hold on. Once I can get this under the needle real quick, then I can hold with my hands. So I'm going to seam where I want to sew. Let's see if you guys can see that. I'm going to line this seam up in the center. Let's see if it focuses in the center of that foot. See that? So I'm going to put it down right there. Okay, I got to set the camera down for a second. Hold on, you guys. You're going to see a weird angle for just a moment because I need to use two hands. So I'm going to line it up under here, and I'm going to put my presser foot down. I'm going to start it right at the edge. And what I'm going to do, if I can find my pedal, they're way over there. Let's see if I can keep this camera right here for just a moment. Is I'm going to push my pedal and start going. And then I'm just going to go and go and go. I'm not going to push or shove. I'm going to let the machine do its thing. Like so. When I get to this seam right here, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to move myself so you can see. And I'm going to lift my presser foot. Oh, and by the way, my stitch I chose, have it at 5. It's the width is 5, so it'll be 5 millimeters, and length. So this the length of how long this is. I think that's how it goes. So now I've pivoted it, and I've lined the center up right here with this seam. And I'm going to put the presser foot down, make sure nothing else is in the way. And this is really simple to do because all you do is press the foot to go. And just hold it on that seam. So I'm coming along the seam, and I'm going to stop right here. Again, pick it up, pivot. And I'm doing this one-handed, so if the camera moves, it's because I'm doing. And that's how simple this really is to quilt like this. And then just press go, and keeping that seam in the center of that foot. Okay, I gotta stop for a second because there we go, and adjust the whole thing. I'm used to holding it with two hands. I'm just going to let it go, let the machine do the work. Coming down to the seam again. I'm going to stop, turn the whole project, and then lift my foot because for some reason it's not working. How it ended to where the seam is now again in the center of the foot. Again, I'm going to put the presser foot down and run it across. So this is definitely a fun way to finish quilts. When I first started, this is how I did it all the time. I want my needle on that side. Lift the presser foot. There's a lot of turning, and it's going to take forever on this machine. I mean, if you have a more faster, newer machine, obviously this probably wouldn't take that long, but this is a newer machine. It's just not meant for speed like my Juki. And I'm sick too, so if I cough, I'm sorry in advance. All right, and I'm going to lift it again. So there's a lot of adjusting with this, but there would be if you were free motion quilting as well. So I'm going along the top of the whole entire thing first. Stopping right here, lift, pivot. Notice, guys, I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding the camera with the other hand. That's how simple this is. And it's fun, too, because it creates a different look for finishing quilts. here. I want my needle on the other side. I wish I can sew as often. Oh, I haven't been sewing much. Just obviously, I didn't. I was gonna come on last night and do a an insomniac video, but my coughing was absolutely horrible last night. My cough is so bad at night compared to during the day, so I decided to stay off. I should slow it down because my thread is getting stuck on my project, so I got to make sure I watch my thread spool back there and the quilt, or else it's going to grab the thread. I should have chose to have someone come hold the camera for me. All right, stop with the seam, with it on that side so that it lands in the seam. Drop it down. There you go. See how close I can hold it. And it does its own thing as fast as it goes on its own. Stop it on that side. Lift the presser foot. Finish this last little area right down here. Okay, I'm going to have to use 2 hands for this one. Hold on 2 seconds. So I'm going to come to the side with you guys. Sorry for all the movement in advance, but I don't have a cameraman. It's best if you hold with 2 hands, but the machine does the thing on its own, obviously. If you keep that center lined up, it should work just fine. So I'm coming down, and I'm going to go right off the quilt. And then lift my needle, pull it away, snip my threads, like so. And now, let's bring it up so I could show you what it looks like. So there is another row. I started it. I'm only going around the orange on this with this decorative stitch. I might do something different in all the other areas, but we'll see. So yeah, there's that. And then if you flip it over to the back, I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look just, hey, can't do this with just one hand. Doesn't that look so cool? So now the other side will come in at it. Now watch. So let's do the other side while I'm on the video. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here for a second. Again, move my scissors out of the way. Now I'm coming in on this seam. And I know this is going to get knocked over probably. Let's hope not. I'm going to start right here at the end, off of the quilt, and just press go. And just let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. It's going to come all the way to the corner, and then we're going to pivot. So I'm going to leave my needle down on that side. I'm going to pivot and then bring it to this side. And hold it. I'm not going to push because that'll widen my stitch length. I'm just going to hold it nice and steady. I'm going to stop with my needle on that side, twist it, and I'm hoping this is working really well for you guys to see in this angle, because the phone is on a little stand. I'm just going to hold it, let it do its thing, keeping that seam in. Come to the crease. I want my needle on the opposite side. I'm going to pivot. And I did speed the machine up as fast as it goes for this. You do need to watch your tension because it can get off. So make sure that your tension is accurate before you start by using a sample piece. And pivot again. Oops, that's probably blocking the camera all the way. Keeping everything nice. all these layers, when you use smaller amounts, this will mess up. So that's why having the quilt put together like this helps it stay steady. Having a backing and batting and stuff. If it was just 2 layers of fabric, it would probably ruin the little, the stitch and pucker. But because this has batting and backing, it's not puckering. Alright, stop right here. Well, let's take 2 more stitches. Alright, twist it again. Come down this side. I cannot see comments. The phone is in a totally different angle, guys. Come down. Stop right here. I want my needle on that side. Twist it again. And go on down. Let the machine do its thing. I'm just holding it steady. And the walking foot helps really good with this. Any other project it doesn't, but trying to keep my project off of the thread back there because it will yank because I'm using the big spools, so it has to have its own little stand. Come on down this side. This does use a lot of thread, but since this is a small project, it really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to turn it one more time and go down this, and then now that you guys know what I'm doing, I'll be able to show you one more time. And then I can come back again when I finish the project and show you guys the pictures of the finished project. Alright, coming off the end, and I just let it come off the end, lift my needle, trim my threads, and let's take the camera and show you. Now 2 rows have been completed. So again, it comes up. Some of them are messed up because I was either pulling or yanking since I was holding the phone at the same time, but that's okay. It still looks good. So it goes all the way down. That's why I say don't pull or yank on it while it's doing its thing because it will separate the stitches. See? So if there's any pulling or yanking, it'll be just a little bit, but this is what it should look like, you know. Okay, hold on. Tiffy's making a video. Hold on, Tiffy's making a video. Here's what the back looks like. Doesn't that look so cool? It looks so awesome. Awesome, awesome. So this is my little project. Let me put the whole thing on the table so that you can see. I'll just stand up for this part. So this is the whole project. It's just a little itty bitty dink ball. It's not very many rows to do, so it should be done in a day. But there it is. That's what it looks like. Again, just don't yank or pull because it will separate them. You want them to be tight, you know. I mean, I think it looks okay both ways, but we'll try to keep it as consistent as possible, pivoting every time so I can just go back and forth on each row. So I'm going to start way up here, off of this, come up, down, and then come back to the side and do it the opposite way. So there it is. So let me turn this camera back around. So the kids are now back in the house, so I cannot film anymore because it will get loud. So I'm going to get off of here, guys. I just wanted to come in and show you a totally different way to quilt a quilt. And if I get further along, sorry, I am sick. Once I get further along, maybe I'll take some pictures and or come live again with whatever I decide to go down in between the 2 seams, which I kind of think I might just do the same thing up and down the rest of the whole entire quilt, but that's a lot of stopping and starting, so I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this is what I'm doing, and I'm having fun with it, and thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!